When you think of borders, you might picture walls, fences, or checkpoints separating countries. But what if I told you that some of the world's borders are full of surprises, facts that will leave you shocked and questioning everything you thought you knew about geography? From bizarre locations to strange agreements, today we're exploring the most surprising facts about the world's borders. First up, the Egypt-Israel border. At first glance, it seems like a typical international border. But did you know there's a point where Egypt and Israel's borders meet, and it's not where you might think? It's actually a tiny 3.5 stretch of land. This minuscule border was created in 1989 after an agreement, and the world's smallest border remains a quirky geographical fact. Imagine a whole international boundary that could fit in the palm of your hand. Next, let's talk about the United States and Canada, which share the longest undefended border in the world. Sounds peaceful, right? But here's the shocker. There's an area along this border that's completely uninhabitable, and it's technically ungoverned. The NW Angle in Minnesota is a small, isolated piece of land only accessible by crossing through Canada, and its unique location means it has no direct access to the U.S. mainland. Technically, it's the only part of the U.S. you can't drive to, making it one of the most bizarre border scenarios in the world. Now, what about Vatican City, the world's smallest independent state? We often think of it as an isolated spot in Rome, but it has one of the most unusual borders. The Vatican has its own army, yes, an army, and it guards just 44 hectares of land, all surrounded by the city of Rome. Not only does it have its own border, but Vatican City is the only country in the world that's completely landlocked within another country. From minuscule land strips to confusing territories, these borders remind us that geography isn't just about lines on a map. It's about history, politics, and human behavior that shape how we live and interact. So, the next time you think about borders, remember, they're not always as simple as they seem. Some are tangled in politics, history, and even nature. The truth behind these borders will definitely leave you thinking.